Welcome back to Trying Vegan with Mario. On this episode, I'm going to be tackling healthy fast food. We're going to be making a crunchy cashew slaw. Then I'm going to be tackling a vegan black bean and avocado burger. And all these recipes were inspired by my guest, Dr. Joel Fuhrman, and his book, The Food Genocide, where he talks about how our access to healthy food is incredibly limited by how much fast food is created and generated and pushed into our economy today. So when he comes on my show later, we're going to be talking about how can we make some of these healthy, delicious recipes a little bit more accessible to everybody. Now, you may have heard that eating more vegan food can be better for your health and it could be better for the environment. But I'm here to make sure it tastes good.
Asking how I made this bowl of vegetables, got so much soul. Whoa, in the kitchen trying vegan with Mario.
Welcome back. It is time to make the crunchy cashew slaw, the first of our healthy fast food recipes. Just a couple ingredients. We're gonna start with 1 teaspoon of lemon juice and we're gonna add this to 3 tablespoons of water. All right, we got 1 teaspoon. Now we're gonna do 2 teaspoons of rice wine vinegar, just about that. And I'm just eyeing it, but you could always use your utensil to measure it out exactly. This doesn't have to be a perfect recipe every single time. It's gonna taste good either way using these ingredients. So we got those 2, and now onto my favorite. This is the secret ingredient to this recipe. This is the organic cashew nut butter. And this is one of those ingredients, organic cashew nut butter, that's typically a little bit harder to find. It's a little bit more expensive, but like I had mentioned, this is from Thrive Market. And what Thrive Market has done is they've been able to cut out the middleman, so they can sell everything to you for about 25 to 35 to sometimes even 50% less as you'll get it at a normal store. So, when I'm shopping on Thrive Market, I really like to splurge on some of these healthy superfood, really, sometimes I like to call them a little bit bougie ingredients, but with Thrive Market, they become very accessible to you. So we got our nut butter, we got our lime juice, our rice wine vinegar. Now I'm just gonna add a little pinch of cayenne. Okay, that's all it is, and now we're just gonna whisk this together. All right, here we go. Our cashew dressing is ready. Now we're gonna add this to our slaw, but this is a dressing you could put on all different types of salads. It's very versatile. For my slaw, I got 3 cups of green cabbage, sliced pretty thinly. Add that to the bowl. We got 2 carrots grated. We got 2 carrots grated. Now we have 1 green onion sliced up. Just 3 ingredients. Now, these are pretty typical ingredients in a slaw. They're all healthy, got a lot of vibrant colors. The carrots add some nice beta carotene, which is great for your skin. And I like to just mix it up with my hands, no problem. It's fun to get a little messy in the kitchen. All right, that looks good right there. Now, the final step, we're just gonna add that dressing on top. Just spread it around. Look at all that cashew flavor on top. I'll give this one more mix with my hands. All right, now typically I'd like to throw this in the refrigerator, let it cool off a little bit, let all those flavors soak and marinate in there. But that's all this is, just a couple of minutes. We got some healthy fast food, and then when Dr. Joel Fuhrman comes and joins me next, he's gonna show me how to make his black bean avocado burger, and this is gonna be a great side for that recipe. All right, stay tuned. Welcome back to my kitchen.
Great to be here, as usual.
Yeah, so
be making delicious tasting healthy food.
Yeah, as always. So can you tell me a little bit about this recipe and a little bit about your book and how you were inspired to come up with Fast Food Genocide?
Sure. Well, I think people know that, or they have some inkling that fast food leads to depression, dementia, cancer, heart attacks, strokes, but they don't understand that Right now we have 1 in 5 Americans are mentally ill. 100 years ago it was 1 in 100 were mentally ill.
Wow.
And the link between major depression and eating fast food, in other words, we're destroying people's intelligence.
Yes.
And when you eat fast food, it doesn't just destroy your own body. It destroys the body of your future children.
Okay.
It leads to cancer in your offspring if you're eating fast food in your teenage and childbearing years. It's so destructive for our society, whereas healthy food, like we're talking
like what we
about
got
here,
right here, like avocados and peppers and onions and beans. These are some good healthy foods, right?
You know, we can win the war on cancer in America right now, and people don't understand. It's all about the food. We have the science, the nutritional science has made such incredible advances. We can wipe out breast cancer, we can wipe out prostate cancer, we can wipe out colon cancer, and we can wipe out childhood cancers and brain tumors in children. If we all ate healthy, it's like a no-brainer. We have to all eat healthy together. We got to all do this.
Yes, we got to do this. We got to make healthy food more accessible, and that's what I love, because a lot of people they tell me more exciting. Exactly. Let's make this fun. You know, we got some exciting ingredients right here. So let's get started. We're making black bean avocado burgers. What do we got to do first?
Well, of course, the main ingredient here is the black beans, because beans are rich in nutrients. They're rich in resistant starch, which means some of their calories pass right through you.
Really?
And they're so low glycemic, and they're rich in a compound called IP5.
Okay, IP5.
Inositol pentachus phosphate, powerfully protective against breast cancer.
Wow.
In the Nurses' Health Study, women who eat beans 3 or more times a week, 20% low risk of breast cancer just from the beans alone.
All right, so we got our beans. That is the core ingredient of this.
Right.
Now, I read the recipe a little bit. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start with the flaxseed though, right? All right, so 1 tablespoon of flaxseed, right?
Put some flaxseed.
All right, so this is ground up flaxseed. So while I'm doing this, can you kind of talk to me a little bit about, you know, why should we be eating more flax meal? So
this is ground flaxseed, because it's when you grind it, of course, it's digestible. Flax seeds are the world's richest source of lignans. Lignans are powerfully protective against cancer, but they lower blood pressure, they prevent heart disease, but they're powerfully protective against cancer. One study took women who already had breast cancer, followed them for 10 years, and those who had a little bit of lignin in their diet had a 71% decreased risk of death from breast cancer over that 10-year period compared to people not eating.
Wow,
We're talking about major, this is magical food, this is magic.
Yes, this is magic, all right.
People should be eating it. If you're not eating flax seeds, you're nuts.
All right, you're nuts. All right. I'm already nuts for this recipe. So we start off with the flax seeds, ground up flax seeds, 1 tablespoon, and I added it to 2.5 tablespoons of water. You see, we're kind of mixing it up, and this is what makes what's called a slurry. It's kind of like a watery, thickening mixture that's going to help stick some of those other ingredients together. And
glue.
Yes, this is the glue. And on my vegan cooking show, something I like to talk about is I use flax a lot to replace eggs in certain recipes, because a lot of times eggs will help bind together other ingredients, but a little bit of flax with a little bit of water will do the same thing. Exactly, a flax egg, exactly. So we got this. Now what's next?
Mash the beans, mix in the onion, put in the little bit of oat flour. Just not too much things.
All right, let's do it. We got our mashing utensil right here.
Okay, so we're just gonna push this down, and we could use a big fork, or we could use anything to crush this down.
Yes.
And mash these beans.
Yeah.
Beans are digested so slowly, they have what's called slowly digestible carbohydrates and resistant starches that are resistant to enzymatic degradation, which means the calories pass through you without being digested, and they're the highest fiber content of any carbohydrate.
Really? All right, so it's kind of a low...
high in fiber, they're high in everything.
Okay,
you eat, you know?
All right, high protein, high fiber, but lower in calorie than you might necessarily think, because it passes through you and your body's gonna digest the core nutrients that you actually need.
That's right, you feel like you ate 200 calories, and you're sustained and you're not hungry, you took it in, your brain has the signal you ate those calories, but then you don't get all those calories absorbed, because some of those pass right through you, and you don't get them, doesn't get on you. More calories in the toilet bowl, less calories on you.
All right, I love it. That's how we stay in the best shape. That's how you're looking good over here, Dr. Fuhrman. All right, the beans. All right, so we got the beans, we got the flax. What do we got to do next?
Let's just throw everything together. So let's put the red onion in there.
All right, so we got a red onion. All right, and I got avocado right here. Oh yeah, we don't want to skimp on the avocado. All right, and then
a little bit of oat flour.
All right, a little bit of oat flour.
It's not the greatest mixing utensils, but we'll do our best we can here.
Yes. All right, so we got our oat flour, and then red pepper.
And the flaxseed egg.
The flax egg. All right, I'll just add that in. And I'd imagine that, this doesn't have to be such a scientifically perfect recipe, right? Like we were kind of guessing and checking. You gave me measurements, but we just threw it in there. You know, it was about like a half cup of each of those ingredients.
Correct.
And then you add it in there, and then it makes this nice mixture, which we're then gonna turn to burger. We started mashing a little bit. Now we're gonna add about 2 tablespoons of ketchup. We'll measure something out here. All right, we got 1, 2, there we go. 2 tablespoons of ketchup.
All right, and then you could add, of course, you could season it to your taste. You could put a little hot pepper in, a little pepper in there. You want to throw just a little bit of pepper in there? A little touch?
Yeah, we'll throw a touch of pepper in there.
A little bit of pepper.
Yeah, this is gonna add a little bit of a kick to it,
Kinda
yeah.
mixing it with my hands here.
Yeah, so, yeah, we're gonna add a little bit of black pepper, about a half a teaspoon of that. All right, keep mixing it up, keep shaping it.
Okay, we got this nice burger batter, this bean burger. We can make it into patties now.
All right, so we've got our tray right here. Do we want to add a little oil to this tray, or do you think we'll be fine without it? I know you kind of go back and forth, because oil, the thing about oil is that it's got a lot of extra fat to it. You know, you strip the fiber from the actual olive and whatever you're doing beforehand, so a lot of times we're trying to avoid the oil, right?
Well, yeah, we want to avoid those extra calories people don't need.
Let me grab one of these.
You could put a little bit on if you could put a very thin coating on the pan, but in this case, these non-stick surfaces, you probably don't need it. They make those Celastic, or like, what are those, like those, like rubberish type material. It doesn't stick at all to them.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean? So we're just going to make a few burgers here.
All right.
And then the trick is to make the burger the nice thing about this burger is it sticks together really nicely. It has a firmness to it, like a real burger. So what we're going to do here is cook it for about 15, 20 minutes.
Okay.
And then pat it down a little more to make it more condensed so it holds
Okay,
together. When
I
we flip
like
it
it.
over, we'll pat it down a little more to make it more solid so it comes out like it doesn't fall
Okay,
apart.
all right, nice. I like that. So these are, look at these right here. Let's get a quick close-up. So those are thick patties right there. Like, I could imagine that has a little bit of the texture and the experience of a burger, because, you know, as we're doing this fast food genocide recipes, we're trying to figure out ways to replace some of that fast food that we like. So I'm looking at these burgers, and my first thought is the texture, the look, the color, all the healthy ingredients. I could see that this might be a good replacement for a fast food burger, you know, for me or one of my family members, or somebody who's not used to eating as healthy. So we're off to a great start, and now we're just gonna throw these in the oven, let them cook for about 15 minutes, and then we're gonna press them down, flip them, and then let them cook for about 10 to 15 more minutes.
Exactly.
All right. All right, we are back. Our black bean avocado burgers are ready. What an amazing recipe. Quick, simple. They're done in the oven. We're gonna pull those out and top them with some great toppings we have over here. All right, these are looking pretty good. Just let's take a look. We got kind of the texture, the style of a burger. You know, you could see all those healthy ingredients. I love to have the vibrance of the green and the red in there, but they still have the shape, style, and design of a burger. So I'm starting to feel pretty confident, like I might be able to share those with one of my less vegan, vegetarian, less healthy friends, and see if this might be a nice burger replacement for them. So let's throw these on these pitas we have right here and enjoy ourselves a burger.
Put the lettuce in there.
Stuffing it. Genius.
Like a little low salt ketchup.
Yeah, we got some ketchup for you right here.
Put a little ketchup in the video. Oops. Ketchup on the table is always good.
All right, so yeah, we're just getting a little messy, a little creative in here.
Have the little bit sliced onion. I'm gonna take a little of the onion out of this, so I have like not quite as much onion.
All right, so basically we got pitas, we got black bean avocado burgers, add a little bit of lettuce, tomato, onion, and ketchup. You know, kind of your typical burger toppings. Make it super simple. I'm trying to figure out recipes that, you know, are healthy fast food that are gonna taste good. Oh, look at that. All right. I'm a little jealous of your styling right there. I got my burger right here.
Make it open face?
Not the most beautiful. Yeah, we're gonna make it open face. Yeah, I like that. I'm trying to eat a little bit less pita in my life, but you kind of got to have that to keep it together. If I was serving this for other people, I might have the typical bun to help make that adaptation a little bit easier, but this is a great starting point. And then also I have this slaw right here. This was inspired from your fast food genocide recipes and cookbooks. So this is a slaw, just a couple ingredients. I made this earlier. I supplemented the peanut butter with some cashew butter just because I just love cashews. It's one of my favorite things, and I was lucky enough to have access to some organic cashew nut butter. So we got this, and I'm just gonna do a little on my side.
Like a nice plate.
Yeah, exactly. I'll let you, if you want to add some onto yours.
Yeah, definitely would. Take that one off. I'll put
Yeah.
a little bit of slaw on.
Here we go.
And almost have lunch together.
Yes.
It's good maybe with a...
I gotta bite into this black bean burger and give it a quick little taste.
That's a good meal.
This is a good meal right here. Wow. That was good. That was meaty. That had that burger texture to it. I was kind of nervous, you know. It might be like a little too soft and crumble apart in there, but it held together. The burger held together really firm, and it had a nice char on the outside, but then it had a meaty texture on the inside. Amazing. I think you nailed it with this.
Put your lettuce on top of that just to hold it so your hands don't get under the ketchup.
There you go.
So you can always use lettuce or a collard leaf or a cabbage leaf as your top section of the bread, or actually roll it into a piece of cabbage or collard and eat it as a cabbage roll or something.
I like that.
If you want.
All right, that's a good tip. So we got all different types of tips for giving you some healthy fast food on the go. And I just want to thank you one more time. Thank you so much for joining me in my kitchen and trying vegan with Mario and giving me these amazing, fast, easy, healthy recipes. Get out there and make one of these recipes. Really transform your life and take some of these tidbits away about how you could prevent yourself from getting bad diseases and even help yourself cure yourself from these diseases. Make sure you check out more of Dr. Joel Fuhrman's work because you have a plethora of studies and experiences that apply all this health food science that we're talking about today.
Whatever the word plethora means, I got a lot of it. You know, when you asked me before about the whole, you know,
yeah, what do we got here? The makeup
nature
of it.
This meal, the point is you have cruciferous vegetables in the cabbage. You have the high carotenoid root vegetable in the carrots.
Yes.
You have the bean and you have the onion and you have the tomato product. You have everything mixed together, and that's the whole point. Because the synergistic effect of all these beneficial nutrients that makes your immune system super and fights off cancer.
Amazing. So we got a super cancer-fighting recipe right here. Once again, thank you so much for joining me on Trying Vegan with Mario. And stay tuned for all my other healthy recipes on all my other episodes of Trying Vegan with Mario. Get out there and make yourself some black bean avocado burgers. Thank you so much. For the full recipes from this episode and all my other episodes, visit tryingveganwithmario.com. Thanks for watching.
Asking how I made this bowl of vegetables, got so much soul. Whoa, in the kitchen trying vegan with Mario.